talk magic. It was like something to kind of wrap this up. Can you tell us a little bit more about like the inspirations for the magic in the book, and how it works, and how you kind of developed that?
Sure. So the magic, how it works in the book, it really depends on who's using it. If it's Althalia or Isadora, it is very much tied to their cultural background and their being a lineage of brujas. And their magic is much more raw. There aren't as many rules. It doesn't kind of follow that European pagan traditions you see that work in a lot of fairy tales. They don't have a lot of rules. But with that, their magic is more visceral and there's a bigger danger to it, especially because her magic deals with the dead and the afterlife and the influence and control a bruja has over that primal energy. Taking a lot of inspiration from the Aztecs' connection to the underworld and what it meant in the various stages. The bruja draws their power from that, which is exciting and fun and vibrant, but it comes with a lot of risks, because I guess that's the other side of when there's not a lot of rules. You don't really know when you've done something wrong until it slaps you in the face. So yeah, that's the source of a lot of her magic. It's very ancestral. It's very primal. We do work in for fun some kind of imagery you would expect from kind of European fairy tale magic or neo-paganism magic. But that's not the focus of where her power comes from. It's very much drawn from a very primal and sometimes dangerous source. And it also just lets Sara cut loose with just all these colors and imagery, and she can even change how Althalia looks sometimes, which is always exciting.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun drawing the magic, the effects. As you said, it's so primal that it gave me the opportunity to give Althalia more dangerous looks, more soft looks, depends on the script was asking, and the magic was a very useful tool for do that.
Yeah, I mean, when you read the book, Althalia comes across, she's very kind, she's very sweet, she's very caring. This is in the early pages, so I don't mind saying it. I mean, she even kind of feels sad for a demon they encounter.
Yeah.
So she's a very caring person. So when her hand is kind of forced to cut loose with her own primal energy and magic, it's actually kind of creepy to see someone that is this kind and this caring just decide that the world is going to pay for what's happened. It's kind of a cliche, but I drew some of that from Dark Willow to all the old Buffy fans. But what if Dark Willow was a bit more in control of her emotions, but not much? And Sara just nailed it when she did that stuff.
So, Aaron, we actually have a question for you specifically.
Okay.
Do you have any book recommendations for further delving into Aztec culture?
I do. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe I just went blank on it. I'm horrible. The book is by David Bowles. I'm gonna do the quickest of oh no. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Okay, I got it. Feathered Serpent, Dark Heart. Oh my gosh. Feathered Serpent, Dark Heart of Sky. It's the Myths of Mexico, written by David Bowles. There is a lot of great information on pre-colonial and early Aztec myths and legends within that book. It was actually a huge help. So much so that I became friends with David over the years, and I would like write him like, hey, am I getting this part right? And he's like, well, it's a little variation of it, but you know what? As an interpretation, it works. So I can't recommend that enough. Really, any of David Bowles' work, I can't recommend enough. So for sure.
All right, awesome recommendation. I guess to make sure, in case anybody else has any other questions, especially after this panel, and they're rewatching the recorded version, why don't you guys tell folks where they can find you online, like your social handles and such?
Sure. Sara, you want to go?
Okay. Uh, well, you can find me in Twitter and Instagram and Patreon and every social media because the artists have to start with that. By the name in Instagram, I'm Sara Soler. How's called in English? The low bar, barra baja?
Underscore.
Underscore. Okay.
Yeah.
Always learning. Sara Soler art. It's like very easy. And in Twitter by Hammermoon.
I'm really easy to find. I'm in almost every social media platform at just at Geek in the City. It's a name I started almost 20 years ago as a radio handle, and it's never gone away. In fact, if I think if I were to change it now, it would not work. So yeah, just at Geek in the City for my Twitter and Instagram. Twitter gets a little political. Instagram's mainly food and writing, so that's the more fun one anyway. If you want to see recipes or whatnot or what we're working on, hit the Instagram one up. I definitely have more fun over there.
All right, awesome. And for folks popping in late, you can actually see their social handles in the chat too.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, and then I guess just to one last question that we can squeeze in. Who do you guys hope picks up this book? Like, who do you hope, gets this book and really connects with it?
I mean, the quick answer is everyone, but honestly, I hope younger readers, especially younger readers of color. When I was starting to read comics, people that looked like me did not exist. My background and culture definitely didn't exist. So it really warms my heart when I see someone who's like, between 10 and up, flipping through the book, especially if they recognize themselves one way or another in the book. That makes the whole thing worth it. And that means a lot. And I tend to get choked up when I think about that.
I couldn't agree more with you. But
Yeah.
I also hope that the book comes to Spain because I think a lot of people have to read it from the other side of the story.
Right. Yeah.
And made her minds a bit.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll actually get parents will send me pictures of their kids in the comic book shop or at home reading the comic, and I save all those pictures in case I'm having a bad day or whatever. I look up and like, yep, that's why this is all worth it. I mean, I love writing it anyway. I'm just saying so everyone has down days. So watching younger people, especially younger brown and black kids, read that book kind of gets me all choked up and says, all right, keep pushing.
That's lovely. So I think we're pretty much done. I guess if you guys have any final thoughts you want to quickly share, like, have at it.
Just, thank you for enjoying the book. Let us know what you think. I feel like writers and artists, we really need that feedback so we don't think we're creating in a vacuum. So it's always nice just to hear like, hey, this was a lot of fun. Yeah, that would be for me.
Yeah. And for me, the same. I hope you enjoyed the book. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening us, and have a great day.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the chats.
All right, awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And yeah, I can't recommend this book enough. It's a great story. It's got great artwork. There's some really, really cool back matter that I didn't expect to get and to see from both Aaron and Sara. And yeah, it's a fun book. It's a good book. It'll make you hungry and it'll make you cry, surprisingly enough, too. So
yeah, sorry about that.
No, I mean, all great art makes you hungry and cry, right?
Yeah.
So, but okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and be sure to check out the booth for the rest of the day.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah.